So today we're going to talk about vocabulary code. Last week I had you guys kind of take a look at Marzano 6, which is a very popular vocabulary strategy that people use. But I wanted to share another one with you, and it's called Code, and it's by Dr. Harvey Silver. So we're going to talk and understand why vocabulary is essential for students to be successful, explore a model of thoughtful and effective vocabulary instruction, and talk about the four phases of vocabulary code. So CODE stands for Connect, Organize, Deep Process, and Exercise. Back real quick here. So here's the thing about vocabulary. We often present new words to students, and I remember back in the good old day, I would provide that list of words to my students and have them write the definition down, expect them to memorize it, do multiple choice. But the reality of the matter is that archaic method of teaching vocabulary really isn't effective anymore. Kids need to connect to the word. They need to organize it in a manner that makes sense to them. They have to process it deeply on how it's used, and then they really truly have to practice, and that's what code is all about. So for example, what does reservation mean to you? What does the dictionary say is the definition of reservation? Is there a difference between those two questions? Think about it. When someone first tells me what does reservation mean to you, I automatically think restaurant reservation. However, there is a wealth of different variances on what reservation is, depending on your background and your experiences. For example, I taught in Mount Pleasant. Oftentimes when people talk about the reservation, I think they're referring to the Native American reservation up there. It just depends on who you are. So when we talk about vocabulary with words, you need to understand your kiddos' backgrounds. Here's a great way of describing it. Every word comes with a label, but also a packet of knowledge depending on who is thinking of the word. Here's the word reservation. The label is what we give the word. Packet of knowledge is the experiences in which the children are coming to us with the background. So here's a great tool that I often use when teaching vocabulary, and it's called a concept map. In the center here, where it says word, I would put reservation. What is this? Let's think about it. What is it like? What would be in a packet of knowledge for reservation? This is a great activity to do with kids. So you would write the word, write some examples, talk about comparisons, and then what it is like. I'll provide an example for you in the Google Classroom. So think about how you connect, organize, deep process, and exercise. I'm going to give you a concept map to complete, as well as a packet on the code process. And then next week, we'll talk more in depth about how you can implement it in your classroom.